Gloomspite Gitz had been following the glowing orb for weeks now, and finally, it was within their grasp. All they had to do was reach out and claim it. It had fallen one night, a shard of the Bad Moon, it was said, though the insane inmates of Skragrot's asylum had proclaimed that, but their fungus-addled brains were more often right than wrong when it came to divining the truths and falsities of the Bad Moon. However, as they approached the ever-translocating shard of light, they found someone else was also seeking it. Believing it to be a shade or soul of a long-dead elven hero who had escaped both Morathi and Slanesh's clutches upon the former's ascension, the Idoneth Deepkin had sent forth a party of Achelian nobles to track down and entrap the erstwhile soul. As the two forces spied one another upon the battlefield, they began racing towards the light, eager to claim it. And as they did, battle was joined in Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Our scenario today is a White Dwarf bunker mission, and it is an old favourite of mine come back. This is Relocation Orb. Both players deploy across the table in opposite quarters against one another, and the twist here being that the objective will begin moving around the table as the battle plays out. Victory points are fairly simple. You gain 6 points if you control the objective and 4 points for completing a battle tactic each turn. The player with the most victory points will be declared the winner, and if they win by at least 5 or more victory points, they'll be declared a major victory as well. In today's game, I'm going to be playing with the Gloomspite Gitz, and I've gone for the Squiggle-Ench battle formation, giving me the Bouncing Fury passive ability, where each time a friendly Squig unit charges, they get +1 to the attacks of any of the Squig sort of mouth attacks. Regiment 1 is led by Skragrot the Loon King, who will be my army's general. For units, I then have a Loon Boss, who has my heroic trait Fight Another Day and the artifact the Calamity Cow. I've got a unit of Moon Clan shooters that's been reinforced, stabbers that have been reinforced as well, and a unit of Boingrot bounders that have been reinforced as well. My second regiment is a hero for Snarl Boss, and then for units I have a Wolf Git retinue in his regiment. Regiment 3 then has my hero as a Fungoid Cave Shaman, while for units I've got Grincrack's Loon Core, a Legends War Scroll from Warhammer Underworlds, Spore Splatter Fanatics, and another Warhammer Underworlds War Scroll from Legends, Zarbag's Gitz as well. My fourth regiment is then just a Madcap Shaman by their Lonesome, another Legends War Scroll. And lastly, I've taken the Regiment of Renown, the Stumblefoot Gargant with a Man Crusher Gargant. Rots has brought along his Idoneth Deepkin today, and he's using the Achelian Beastmaster's battle formation. This means Ferocious Predator's passive ability is active, giving him +1 to hit for combat attacks made with companion weapons for any friendly Achelian units. His first regiment has his hero as an Eidolon of Matlan, Aspect of the Storm. This will be his general, have the heroic trait Ancient Pride and the artifact of power Armor of Sathai. For units then, we have the Achelian Ishlaen Guard, an Achelian Leviathan, and a reinforced unit of Achelian Morsar Guard. His second regiment then has the hero as an Achelian King, and for 2 units there's a Achelian Alapex and another Achelian Alapex, while Regiment 3 is just an Ishraean Tidecaster all by themselves. Alrighty, so we are all deployed for the game. We are playing the Relocation Orb, as you can see, dead center of the table. For the Gloomspite Gitz here, we've got our Wolf retinue here. We've then got the Loon Courts and Zarbag's Gitz. We've got the 2 big blobs of Grots, Stabbers and Shooters. Regiment Renown, Gargant there, Skragrot, the Loon Boss, the Fungoid Cave Shaman, and the Madcap Shaman all central. The Wolf Boss is over on the side, Boingrot Bounders in there as well. While for the Idoneth, they've got the Aspect of the Storm, the Leviathan, the big unit of Morsar Guard, the Ishlaen Guard over the other side, and then we also have a Tidecaster. And then off the board for the Idoneth, they have an Achelian King and 2 Achelian Alapexes. Today's video is sponsored by Gap Games, a fantastic miniature wargaming store in Queensland, Australia. They stock a wide variety of miniature wargames from all things Games Workshop to some of my personal favourites, Conquest, The Last Argument of Kings, and all things Modifius wargames as well. Use our affiliate code in the link below to help support both this fantastic store and the channel as well. And so, first turn will be the decision of the Idoneth Deepkin, and they've chosen to take it. So, let's go into Idoneth Deepkin, turn 1. Alright, so to begin with, battle tactic for the Idoneth Deepkin, they've gone take the 4 corners one, the order specific one that they can take. Forget the name of it, doesn't matter. We all know what it does. It's called Reclaim the Realms. That's the actual name for it. Good on us knowing the rules of the game we're playing. So, we'll go into Magic. And so, the Tidecaster there has used her ability to essentially turn off my shooting if I'm outside of 12 of any Idoneth Deepkin units. And so, she's going to try and cast the Gloomspite Incarnate.
Goes off on an 8.
Goes off on an 8. Let's see. That is a 7.
Does not go.
And so, Magical Intervention, I'm going to attempt to try and cast the Malevolent Moon off turn. So, let's see if Scrygrot can get it. 6, that won't. And so, no moon, no magic for either of us. So, we'll go into Idoneth Deepkin movement. So, for the moon as well, for the Gloomspite Gitz, just of note, I am going to pick Cacklin to start on for the game. And so, Idoneth Deepkin movement does bring on the Achillean King and 1 Alapex over on this flank. Meanwhile, the other Alapex is behind the Gloomspite lines. You moved on most of your force in the centre there, your Morsad Guard, Storm Aspect, and the Leviathan, and your Ishland Guard move over in the corner, meaning you've got everyone in the tables for your objective later, your battle tactic. I'm going to do a redeploy on the Wolfgit retinue next. So we get D6 inches on them for 2. And shooting phase next. Where are we starting?
The Alapex is going to go into your giant.
Yep, so we'll start with this one.
Yeah, we'll start with that one.
Or do you want to start, actually, do you want to start with that one? He's got probably less targets, I think.
Yeah, he's going to go to the back of the giant.
Yep, so he's going to go back of the giant.
2s.
3s to hit with the Alapex's Ravager Harpoon, or whatever it's called. 1 hit and a 2 to wound.
1 wound.
And so there'll just be a flat 3 damage on the gun, because he's got no arm save against that. And the other Alapex, same target.
Yep, same
so
target.
3s.
And 2s.
Both hit this time, and 2s. Both
hits.
wounds. So you're going to see whether you ensnare him now on a 3+, I'll get 1 less for my charge, and that's going to happen to the Gargan. And so the Alapex is going to shoot at the Boiling Grot Bounders. I'm going to elect to use all-out defense on these. And you're electing all-out attack as well, so...
2s and 2s.
2s and 2s. See what we can get. That is all hits and 3 wounds. And so 5 up saves, 3 of them.
Correct.
So let's go past 1. And so that is it for the shooting for the Idoneth. Do we have any charges that we can declare? And so, no charges to declare for the Idoneth Deepkin, so they will control the relocation orb and complete their battle tactics. You've got a unit in each table quarter, so that'll be the full 10 points for round 1 for them. And so, for the battle tactic for the Grots for round 1, we're going to go Caesar Center, seeing as we've got the Cacklin Moon giving us all that extra control score. We might as well make use of it. And then we'll go into Magic time. Alright, so we're going to start with Magic. Scrygrot's going to be our first cast. We are going to go for his War Scrot spell of Fangs of the Bad Moon. So let's see what Scraggy can get. Big number here, please. And that is not a big number, Scraggy. You fail me. Zarbag then is going to cast Mork's Mighty Mushroom. So that'll cast on a 7. We will then go with our Madcap Shaman, who is going to attempt to cast the Malevolent Moon. It goes off. And then we'll go with the Fungoid Cave Shaman, who will choose to summon... what do we want to summon?
The Arachno.
We're going to do the Arachno Cauldron. Goes off on a 9. And so, do we have anything coming out of the Idoneth in response?
Yes, make off on a cast.
Cool. You're going to try and cast the Gloomspite. You need a 9 to cast off turn.
And
8.
Oh. Go off.
Just again. Whew. Alrighty, we will go into Gloomspite Gitz movement. Alright, so movement for the Gloomspite Gitz is done. We did bring a bunch of our troops up into the centre. The Boiling Grots have gone back to deal with the shark. Meanwhile, the giant is coming over here with Zarbag's Gitz. We then moved into the centre with the Wolfgit retinue and the Snail Boss. So it is time for...
I might do a redeploy.
You're going to do a redeploy? And so at the end of my movement, you do a redeploy to make that shark that little bit harder to charge, but we'll go into my shooting now. Alright, so we are going to go with the Squigger Pulse. Needs a 5 to hit because you are -1 to hit. Targeting the Eidolon. Can we hit? We do. But then we failed to wound a roll or 2. So, next lot of shooting. The Gargant will then use his Throw Rocks ability. We are
hitting on sixes.
hitting on, hitting on 6. Get it?
Yeah.
Winning on 2. Got it. So 6 up save. No. D3 damage for 2. The shark will suffer a mortal on a 5+. No. That's from the mushroom, and that will be it for my shooting.
Gonna do covering fire.
Yep. So your Alapex is then going to do covering fire into the Boingrot bounders, needing -1 to hit. So 4s now.
4s and 2s. Yep. And no hits.
So with that, we're going to go into charges, and the Boingrots are going to be the first charge here. And so the Boingrots need a 7 to get in. That'll do it. And so after that, 4 models get within an inch. So 4 dice, 4+ do a mortal. That'll be
nice.
Cocked on that one. Roll it.
Oh.
4 mortals.
Ah.
And so we're going to do the Riders first. They are hitting on 4s. I have used all that attack for +1 to hit. However, you're -1 to hit in this first turn. So back to my base stat of 4s. And then 4s to wound. Be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so 8 5-ups now needed on the shark. These are damage 2 thanks to the charge +1 damage ability.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 go through.
So that'll be 8 damage. And so with that, I am certainly going to control the center of the table for seize the center. And I'll control the objective by seizing the center as well. So I'll get the full 10 points for the Grots as well. Alright, so with that, we are going to go priority for the round.
Do we move?
So before we go into priority, one of us can roll. It doesn't matter because it's going to randomly move this time. You can have the pleasure of where it goes. So
It goes 3.
And so it's redeployed in the zone where the Idoneth are controlling. Great. Just great. So we'll now go into priority. And so priority for the turn.
1.
I got a 1, you got a 1. However, you took the first. I'm on the double. And so the Idoneth, because they can't force me to lose a battle tactic, they're going to choose to take the round. Alright, so for battle tactic for the Idoneth, they're going to go for Do Not Waver. This means they have to destroy 2 enemy units.
2 units have to fight.
Sorry, 2 units have to fight. No friendly units can be destroyed, though, with those fights. Alrighty, so first thing, you've got your Tidecaster doing her Tidecaster ability. 3 up.
Goes off.
What are we going to do this round?
We're going to do 1 plus my run and 1 plus my charge.
Cool, +1 to run and charge for the army. And you're going to finally try and get that Kronspine off.
8.
That is a 10. Unfortunately, the Kronspine is coming out whether I like it or not, because I have no one in range. And so the Kronspine goes off there.
I don't know, she's only 1 class.
And so I'm going to go for an off-turn spell. What is he? Scragrot there is going to try and cast his faces the Gridden of the Bad Moon. Will not go off again. So no, that is no magical intervention for me, and it will go into Idoneth Deepkin movement. Alrighty, so movement-wise, your shark here did retreat a little, making sure he doesn't get too close to the Gargant. Your Achillean King, however, is moving in the center as your Morsar Guard and the Leviathan come on up in the center. We then have the Eidolon going over and controlling the objective, but importantly, you made sure he stays within range of the Leviathan to get the buff. Kronspine's over there still, and then you've had your Ishland Guard come down here. So, shooting time. Yep, and we're going to have the remaining Alapex shoot into the Giant. So,
how wounds is the Giant? So
3s to hit.
3s and 2s.
Oh, no.
Miss.
Alright, the Turtle's now shooting the Giant. So
3s and 2s.
Yep. Oh, come on. Double 1 again for me. No.
2 hits.
And so that is the Gargant, unfortunately, down. New painted model syndrome, he dies back. Alright, so we're going to go into charges with the Idoneth. So who is going first? Because there's going to be a lot of them.
Alright, so Eel's going to charge.
Morsar Guard, yep, going into that big unit of stabbers. They are in with a 6. So your Morsar Guard are going to use their Biogalactic Pulse rule. Or,
it's a mortal on a 3+ because you've got more models than me.
And
on a 5 or 6 does D3.
Yep. So 3 plus D3 for 5. And now the big old turtle is going to go in. He's definitely in. Alright, so now the Leviathan's going to roll a dice for his impact.
1 does not.
And the Ishland Guards roll to see what they charge, because 7. Slaying Guard get in there. We've got the Achillean King as the last charge, a 3. Spending a CP to re-roll because even with your +1 wasn't quite enough. That will be though. And so we go into combat, and I'm actually going to get to fight first because the Loon Court did complete their quest to get the objective last round. So they have strikes first, and we're going to put all our attacks into the Leviathan. And before that though, we are going to roll the dice. We're going to put it on the... I'm going to put it on the Morsar Guard on a 3+. It'll be -1 to hit from Netters. No. Alrighty, so the Loon Court, we're going to use all our attacks. So we are 3s to hit with our Loon Court weapons. And then 5s to wounds. 2.
2 wounds.
-1.
So 2 force.
And 1 and 1 wound. Yep. 5-up ward fails. And so Green Crack then has 6 attacks. He's the champion, so hits on 3s. 2s actually, because of all that attack.
4s, yeah.
Wounding on 4s.
That's better.
4. So Green Crack tops out 5 wounds on him. So 6 wounds on the Leviathan already. We'll now go over to the Idoneth's first pick. Alright, so the Achillean King is going to attack the Loon Court back.
5 attacks, 3s and 4s.
3s to hit with his 5 attacks.
Sorry, 3s and 3s because I'm...
3, oh yeah, 3s.
Oh no, he's at 4s.
3s, all hit, but then 4s to wound. And 2. And so we go 6 4-up wards on the Loon Court. We failed 5 of them. Now the Deep Mare gets to fight.
He does. So 3s and 3s.
3s and 3s for the mount, and all hit, and then 3s to wound.
Only 1 wound.
1.
So rend 1.
Rend 1 will go straight through damage.
2 damage.
2 damage, so 4-up wards. Fail 1 +1. So after he fights, he gets to pick a cavalry unit. So of course that's going to be the Morsar Guard. So you are going to all-out defense. It's only going to give us a 6-up save because you've got anti-infantry +1 range. But you are needing 3s.
3s and 3s because you've +1 hit.
3s.
3s. That's pretty good.
That would have been really good, that -1 to hit there.
Yeah.
And 3s. That's 6. So 6 6-up saves. +1. Alright, so then the mounts, the ills, 3s to hit, and then you'll be 3s to wound as well. Man, that -1 to hit would have been real great on these rolls. I've seen so many 3s.
That net would have saved you.
What are we? 4, 5, 6, 7. And so 5-up saves because only rend 1 from the Fangmora ills. And I can still only +1, so that is 63 damage. So this is going to be real fun.
3, 5, 7,
9, 10, 11. And so the Spore Splatters are going to go next into the Slaying Guard. D3 attacks each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so we are hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. That'll be 5. 5 5-ups. Oh, wow. Wow.
Was that
so,
time for the turtle?
Yep, turtle gets to go next. Oh dear.
Turtle's going to...
Alright, so the turtle itself is going to go into the stabbers while the guys on top will put into the Loon Court. So the turtle, 7 attacks into the stabbers.
3s and 2s.
3s to hit, yep. Hey, I like that.
3, 2s. 2. Hang on.
6-up save. No. So the guys on top into Green Crack's Loon Court, or what remains of it. 3s.
Ooh, only 1.
1 and 3s. Gets it through.
Rend 1.
Rend 1, so it goes through my armor, so 4-up ward, saved. Yeah. And so the stabbers are going to attack the Leviathan. We are needing 4s to hit. And 5s to wound. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3-ups.
And so 4 3-up saves, saved them all. Alright, so the ills into the Spore Splatters then. We're doing the ills attacks first.
Yep, so +1 to hit, but -1 to wound, so 4s and 3s.
Yep.
So 3. 3s. 2 go through. Rend 2. Are they infantry?
So 4 of them die. We'll come back to see whether they're still living. You've got your riders, -1 attack.
So So
3s and 3s. Yep. Just get one of these on the wound and you will kill me. There's 5 there.
Yeah.
That does it. And so that'll be the end of the round.
you will power through.
Yep, you're going to do power through before that.
Yep. So end of,
Right, so your eels are going to choose to power through.
so D3 models.
D3 mortals. And 2.
2 models.
Alright, so battle tactic, first of all, although at the end of the Idoneth turn should be said that the Idoneth got their battle tactic and control the objective for full 10 again. So, alright, we're going to go with Slay the Entourage there as our battle tactic, and then we'll start going in some magic. So we're going to start with Scragrot trying to cast his War Scroll spell. No. We are going to attempt to unbind this as well.
Yep.
So that comes off. Our Madcap Shaman is going, we'll go the Madcap is going to attempt to summon the Scuttle Tide. Nope, that'll actually come out. The Scuttle Tide behind there. Zarbag is going to attempt to cast the Hand of Gork on himself and his Gitz.
Where's that?
So let's see, that goes off on a 10. Try and dispel it. No. And so Zarbag's redeployed to over there. Then the Fungoid Cave Shaman is going to attempt Spore Maws. 6, 7. So we're going to pick those Island Guard. We're rolling a dice for them.
D3 or D6?
D3. And so one model on the Island Guard. That'll be it for our hero phase. Do you have anything you wish to do?
Yeah.
And so with that, we'll go into movement. Alrighty, so movement-wise, we had the Boingrots move up and the Archers just get in line to be able to draw everything in range for those Island Guard. And of course, you saw Zarbag do his teleport, so any redeploys on your end?
Yeah.
The Tidecaster is going to elect to redeploy. 2 inches. And so we'll go into shooting. And so we are forced to hit with the shooters going into the Island Guard. It's the first lot of dice. And then the second lot of hits will be 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. And then 5s to wound, however, is the big thing. So 14 3-ups because you have used all-out defense. Let's see what we can get. Wow, 2.
Should go through.
3 Groppos into your Tidecaster, 1 hit. Oh, gosh. No wounds. And now we're going to go charges. Unless you've got a covering fire. So yeah, no covering fire because you've got no one in range. So we are going to go charges. The Loon Boss is going to charge the Leviathan. He's in. The Boingrots are then going to charge. And Boingrots are in. And so 7 dice, 4 up mortals. Be 4 mortals. The Snarl Boss needs a 9 to get into the Island Guard by jumping around, so 8. We'll leave that one. So we need an 11-inch charge with Zarbag's Gitz. And we will spend our reroll over there. No. And so we go combat. First of all, strike first unit. He is the Loon Court. 4 attacks into the Leviathan with the Loon Court. 2 hits. And 2 wounds. -1, damage 1.
4-ups.
2 4-ups.
Love him.
And then Grimcrack is going to go.
He did so well last time.
Hits 5 times. And wounds 3 times. -1 again.
4-up. 1 goes through.
D3. 3.
3.
And then your ward.
3 go through.
Right, so the Loon Boss is then going to go into the Leviathan. We are hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. 3 at -1.
4-ups. We'll go through.
D3 each. 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 5 wards.
6 5-up wards.
4 go through.
And then the Stabbers are going to be 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. 2.
2 wounds.
2 3-ups. You fail 1, and then a 5-up after that.
Was it?
Save. And so
So all our attack is 2s and
Yep.
3s. So 2s and 3s.
2s and 3s for the riders.
Yep.
All hit.
Right,
And 3s.
So 4. They're not infantry, are they?
And so 6s, none, damage 2.
1 damage each.
Alright, then the eels attacking.
Yep, 3s and 3s.
3s to hit. Couple of misses and 3s to wound.
Cocked.
Yep. 3.
3 wounds at rend 1.
Save 1, damage.
D3.
For 3.
Sorry.
So we are needing 4s to hit with the Boy and Grot Bounders, attacking back. And 4s to wound. 2, rend 1.
There's 2 5-ups.
Yep, 2 5-ups. 2 damage a pop on the charge, because charge plus 1 damage. So we are going to need 4s to hit with the squeak. And then 3s to wound. We'll just net 2 at -1.
2 reds, so need 2 5-ups to live.
Yep.
And no.
Alright, so your Kelly King's going to go next. You're going to do the mount into the rider, and then the king into the Gitz, the loom court. So
let's do the mount first.
the mount first, going
So
in
3s and 3s.
Yep.
3s. So rend 1.
So 6 ups. No. So 5 attacks from the rider.
Yep. So 3s and
So 3s to hit.
yeah.
Will hit, and then 4s to wound though. 3.
3 at just rend 1.
Rend 1, so go straight through.
And 2 damage each.
So 6, 4 ups.
Nice.
Cool. So the turtle will go into the loon boss, while the weapons will go into the stabbers. Alright, so the turtle, because he is bracketed, gets less attacks. He is -1 to hit as well due to nets. Alright, so 4s to hit. Cool. And 2s to wound though.
2 to wound.
2.
2 wounds. That is 2 rend.
Got a 4 up base, so 6 up save on the loon boss. Save 1, damage.
3 damage.
And 6 up ward. Takes 3. And then the weapons on top will be -1 to hit as well.
So 4s and 3s.
Yeah. 1.
3. No,
No,
nothing
wow.
goes through. Gets live.
And so at the end of the round, I'm not going to get the objective. It really went into a spot that was just impossible for me to get. However, I did score the battle tactic there, so we will get the 4 points. And so beginning of the round, the objective just pops to there because I, as the underdog, will get to control it, and regardless whether I take the double, I'll be the underdog.
Today's video is sponsored by the Warhammer merch shop. Want to grab some merch for your favourite Warhammer army? You can use our affiliate link down below to grab your next purchase and help support the channel at the same time.
And so let's roll off for the turn.
6.
Got a 3, you got a 6, so
I'll go first.
you are going to take the turn. And so first of all, the tie cuts there, she's using her ability, she gets the 3 up required. What are we going to do this round? Going to do the can't shoot outside of 12 ability this round. So then we have magic. And so Steed of Tides.
7.
Yep, I'm going to try and dispel with Zarbag, who is currently a 2-cast wizard. Nope. So she decides to disappear over to there. So I am going to go for a magical intervention. So Scragrot's going to magical intervene with his special spell. Can he finally get it? He does. So every 3 up is a mortal wound on the turtle.
Ooh.
That is 8 mortals.
16.
16. Sorry, my bad. All right, let's see what. No, that is going to be
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got the turtle.
got the turtle off turn. I will definitely take that. Should note as well that you pick Slay the Tyrants for your battle tactic for the round, which is going to try and slay one of my heroes. So we'll then go into Idoneth movement. And so end of your movement, you had your Morsa Guard and the Eidolon come down this flank, your Kronspine come down, your Shark and King, who actually got himself out of combat with Grimcrack by me removing models. So I'm going to redeploy the Boy and Grot Bounders, D6. And so we have the redeploy, but then we go into your shooting. Got a Shark.
Yep.
So the shark is going to attempt to shoot at the unit of grots.
3s and 2s.
Yep, 3s to hit. And 2s to wound.
2 wounds.
So we're going to 6-up save on these, which I passed 1. Alright, so after your shooting, I'm going to do a covering fire into the Achillean King, meaning I'm going to hit on 5s with those shooters there. So first lot of dice, and then the second lot of attacks from them, meaning more 5s. And so now we need to wound with our hits on 5s. Will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 3-ups.
1,
2, 3.
3 go through.
Hey, I improved. Alright, so into charges then.
I'm going to start with the Filion.
Yep, the Eidolon. Oh, and then your more Guard will charge after the Eidolon does as well.
4.
4. You're going to try and bank on the reroll. 7. Now the Kronspine. 4. And then the Achillean King gets in with his charge nice and easy. And so roll a d3 for the King, you got a 3.
It's a 3 mortal
The
wound.
Shark's got a 10 to the double 6, does not get the charge, so that is going to be that. So you've got strikes first on everything this round.
I do. King
So
goes through.
the netters, we are going to go into the Eidolon on a 3+. Yep, he's -1 to hit. So they're going to do your biovolactic charge on the Boingrots.
So on a 4+.
4+, so 2 plus d3.
So
3. Alright, so how we're splitting up the attacks, 3 of them are going to go into the Boingrots, 2 into the Snarl Boss, and 1 into Malevolent Moon. So change of mind, we're going to do 2, 2, and 2, because he really wants the Moon dead, stopping me getting all the faces. So the 2 against the Boingrots.
So the spear is 3s and 3s.
3s and 3s for the rider.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, I like that, I like what I'm seeing.
3s and 3s.
So a 6-up save on a Boingrot, no.
Uh,
And now the 2 into the Snarl Boss.
I'm going to do
Oh,
the eels.
wait, sorry, you got the eels first, yeah, don't worry.
Do the eels. So 3s and 3s.
3s, the eels, these are still into the Boingrots, and 3s.
3s. Cocked.
1.
2.
Oh, 2.
2 at rend 1.
6s, save 1, damage.
D3.
So unless you roll a 1, nope. So 2 into the Snarl Boss now.
So again, 3s and 3s.
Yep.
That's better. 3s and 3s. All in. Rend.
So Snarl Boss. So that just kills the Snarl Boss without your mounts. Now you've got 2 into the Malevolent Moon.
So 3s and 3s.
3s to hits.
1.
1.
Moon. Just rend 1.
So no armor damage. 2.
2 damage, yep.
6-up wards. Nope, 2 damage so far.
And the mounts. 3s and 3s.
3s to wound.
4 go
4.
through. And rend 1.
So go straight through for d3 damage. So 6. So now I need to roll 4 6s on my ward to keep the Malevolent Moon around. Can I do it? I rolled 1. And so the Eidolon into the Grots is going to need 4s to hit.
4s and 2s.
Because of the netters. Oh, they do. I mean, wouldn't have really done much there.
2s.
2s.
And 1. Rend 2.
Rend 2 goes straight through on shooters.
So 3 damage. Around
And
it.
now
So
the Fishy Swarm.
3s and 4s.
Yep. -1 to hit.
4s and 4s.
4s and 4s, so 2 hits.
1.
1.
No rend.
No end, and now the Achillean King.
The king is going to go all high attack.
Yep.
So the king is going to hit on 2s and 4s.
So 5 attacks from the King, hitting on 2s. Oh god, into that one. It was meant to be that one.
3
And 3s.
3s. Only 2 go through, but rend.
Rend 1.
Rend 1, yep.
And then the Deep Man going.
So 3s and 3s.
3s and 3s. 3 and 3s.
Only 1 goes through.
Rend
Rend
1.
one.
Goes straight through.
2 damage.
And so now you're picking the first non-strike first fight. So bye-bye Loon Boss.
4s and 2s.
4s to hit, unless you roll really bad. Oh, okay.
Alright,
triple ones here would be really fantastic. One.
Two go through.
I do get a 6-up save. I save one. Need a double 6. And I live.
Go on, you can do this one.
Oh. Alright, so I've got 11 dudes going into the island of Battleplan. They are going to be 4s to hit.
Ooh.
And 5s to wound. Nope. And so the ones into the king then, hitting on 4s. That's better. And then wounding on 5s. Okay, we will take 6. And so 6 from your all-out defense, which means 3-up save, I believe?
2-up save.
2-up save, ugh. Roll some 1s.
No.
Not a single one. And the Scrap Scuttle's Arachnid Cauldron, 2 attacks, 4s to hit. I mean, both hit.
Okay, yep.
3s? No. And so that is the end of combat. You killed a hero, which means you will get your battle tactic. And you do take control of the objective, so you will get the full 10 again. We are going to go for take their land for the Gloomspite Gitz. Just choosing the forest back here, because it's wholly within your territory. And Zabag's Gitz will go and claim that. Magic-wise, we are going to try and cast Mork's Mighty Mushroom with Scragrot. No, we're not going to do it with Scragrot. We will do it with the Fungoid Cave Shaman. Goes off. Scragrot is then going to do his Fangs of the Baboon at your Achillean King.
Goes off on
7-8 goes off. You're going to attempt to dispel that one with your Tidecaster. 8. No. And so every 3-up is a mortal on these.
What is it?
That is 7. And that'll take the Achillean King. Scragrot finally doing some work. Our little dude at the back there, the Madcap Shaman, is going to attempt to cast Spore Maws. And so that... actually, we are going to do an Unbind from Zabag. He's going to attempt to try and get rid of the Conspine. We're going to try and do that. So, we do succeed in doing the damage. Alrighty, so that'll be the end of our hero phase. We'll go into some movement. Alright, so end of movement. We just disengage from the Idoneth. There is no reason staying in fights where we get hit first. However, Grimcrack is totally going to go try and kill that Cronspine, as it took 6 wounds. Eel is going to do covering fire, trying to go into Grimcrack there. So 4s to hit with a covering fire. 1s and 2s.
Yep.
Which one? Rends?
Rend 1.
Rend 1, so it goes through, so 2 damage, is it?
3 damage.
3. And so 4 at wards. Failed 2. And so Grimcrack by himself, or he is going to be our only charge of the turn. Alright, so we are 3s to hit with Grimcrack.
Oh, 4.
And then we are 4s to wound. Come on. 2. -1.
2 5-ups. 1 goes through.
D3. 2.
Ups.
6 ups. Oh. Now the Cronspine gets to try and fight Grimcrack.
4s and 2s.
4s to hit. Alright.
Wounding on 2s.
2s.
2 wounds. Rend 2.
Damage.
3 each.
Alright, Grimcrack, you need to pass 5 4-up wards. So close.
No.
And that is that. Battle tactic is all I'm going to claim this round for 4 more points. Alright, so we're going priority for turn 4.
3.
Yes, I got a 6. Hey! And so the objective moves down here, and the Gloomspite are going to take it. So we're going to start with the hero phase. Scragrot is going to cast his War Scroll spell. So Scragrot War Scroll spell does not go off. We'll then go with the Fungoid Cave Shaman casting Spore Maws. 6, 7 will go off, and you'll try and dispel that.
Alright.
So I do get to pick 2 units within 12, or 3 units within 12 if I've got them. I need 2 though, so we'll go your Eidolon. 2 plus D3 mortals, nope. And the Eels for 3 mortals. Alright, and continuing on with our magic, we are... No, I think that's actually going to be it for magic. Oh no, we're going to go to the Malevolent Moon. Goes off. And so with that, we'll go into movement. And so after movement, we did move the Boring Grots up and the Zarbags to get our take the flank battle tactic. The Grots moved out of the way to allow the Swarm to go. So shooting Morks, Mighty Mushroom, rolling against the Eels. 5-ups are immortal. There'll be 2 mortals, and then a 5-up immortal on the Eidolon. He takes one. Eidolon takes a wound, and then we are going to shoot the Eidolon. Right, so the Grots are going to use all our attack against the Eidolon, so we're going to be hitting on 3s. And so now we need to wound your Eidolon. We need 5s to wound. So with that, all our defense, just 1 goes through on that.
And a 5-up ward.
And then passes your 5-up ward on that 6 there as well.
No covering fire for me.
So no covering fire for you, so it's going to be charges. And I'm going to charge with the Scuttle-Tide. Alright, so the Scuttle-Tide is going to charge the Eidolon. It's in. So now the Eels are going to do a counter charge. And so as your counter charge comes in, you didn't get quite enough of the Boring Grots, but you are going to do your Biogalactic charge.
4+.
Yep. And 2. And so we are going to go with the Spider Swarms. 8 attacks. We are needing 4s to hit, but we do have crit mortal, which we get none of course.
So crit mortal on a 6 or a 5?
And 4s. 2.
2 and...
No rend, damage 1. So 2 3-ups. Hey!
Sorry, damage 1.
1.
5-up ward. No.
Alright, so we'll do 1, 2, and 2 for the Eels distribution. 2 into each endless swarm there, endless spell. So first of all, just a 1 dude into the Grot.
Yep, so...
-1 attack though. So
3s
yep.
and 3.
3s,
Ooh,
no.
No.
And so now the mount, -1 attack as well.
So 3s and 3s.
3s for the mount. Oh, come on. 3s.
Yes, just
you got
rend
rends.
1.
I'm dead.
Against you.
So you got a single, you got 2 hits through on the Scrap Scuttle. So wounding it.
What was it?
Yep, wounding on 3s. 1.
Rend 1.
So 6-up wards. Pass 1, take 1. And the mount's getting 2 attacks each.
3s and 3s.
3s and 3s, yep. 3 hits and 3s. 2. Do the cock. 2. Damage D3, so go for your damage. 1 and 3. That probably, yep, that kills me. 2 attacks into
your Mighty Mushroom.
Yep.
3s and 3s. And 3, so go through.
Yep.
1 rend.
Damage.
2 each.
6 wards. Note 4. And the mounts now.
3s and 3s.
3 hits and 3s to wound.
Or wound.
Just go
rend
straight.
1,
Yep.
D3.
2. 6. I literally, yeah. And so 6 wounds on a 6-up save.
3s and 2s.
3s to hit and 2s.
4 at rend 2.
At rend 2, they go straight through.
2 damage each.
So there's 8. I need 3 6s on these or the Spider Swarms go. I got 2, but it's not enough. And so, end of the Gloomspite turn. I am going to score my battle tactic for 4 points, but that is going to be it. Oh no. Alright, so we are probably in the last turn here for the game. You've pick and take the lands, and you're going to pick my Loon Shrine. The big reason for that is essentially you're going to be able to get the objective and the character. If those 3 characters die from your Eidolon and Eels, it is game. If you score 10, I can't make up a 10-point deficit in my last remaining turn. So, we will see, we'll go through all the stuff, which will literally just be getting your stuff in combat. Alright, so you've got your negative, your no shooting bubble.
Actually, we'll do Steed of Tides, because I can still Steed of Tides in her.
So you're going to do Steed of Tides as well?
On 6. No, it doesn't go off.
So you've just got your little ability off on her, which is the +1 to run and charge you chose this round.
Yep.
Scragor is going to try and cast his War Scroll spell. He gets it on a 10. And so 9 dice on the Eidolon, 3-ups immortals.
3-ups?
Got 1 more dice to roll because it is unmodified. So, doesn't change anything. So that'll be 8. 5-ups on the Eidolon.
So
You take 6.
6. I have to go like 4 to 10.
So, movement wise, it's literally just closing the circle with all your pieces here. And so we'll go into some shooting. Alright, so the Alapex is going to go into the Madcap Shaman there.
So 3s and no.
Yep. And 2 hits and 2s.
1.
1.
Rend 1.
Nope.
So,
Alright, so...
these guys first, the eels first.
Yep, Eels charging. They're in. The Biophylactic Blast from your Eels charging is going to be into Scragrot. So 5 of them, let's see what...
4 ups.
Oh, so
D3.
just 2d3 though. 3.
3 mortals.
4 ups, take 2. Yep, the Eidolon's charging as well, he's in. So Scragrot will fire last on a d3. Roll of, yep. And then the Shark makes it into the charges, and your Kromspine into the archers as well.
Yeah.
Alright, so 4 eels into Scragrot, 1 into the Madcap Shaman, so we'll go to 4.
All out attack, why not?
Yep.
Oh no, I've already got my, yeah, so 2s and 3s.
2s to hits.
Ooh, a few 1s in there.
And 3s to wounds. 4. I need to pass 5 of these, 8 dice on 4 ups. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. And the last guy into the Madcap. Yep. 2s. Both hit.
3s. 1.
Gets him.
Yeah.
Madcap goes down as well. The Fungoid gets to fight back.
The Eidolon.
Right.
That's a bold claim.
The Fungoid is going to go with all-out attack. We're going to try and kill the Eidolon on our way down.
Alright.
3s to hit. All
Yes.
hit. 4s to wound.
Can only wound on 4.
4s to wound anyway. All wound.
Wound.
Rend 1 on all of them.
Rend 1. Okay, so 4 ups.
And with that is game. I don't think those Grots are surviving that. And you claim the objective, which means you'll take their land, and that'll be 10 points, put you on a 12-point lead, at which I can't make up, and you still have another round of scoring. So it is a victory to the Idoneth Deepkin.
Thank you all for watching. We hope this battle report was enjoyable for you, and if you did enjoy it, please go check out some of our others in the playlist on the channel. If you have any questions, please drop a comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our Discord server to check out all of our future wargaming content. Thank you all.